Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into the often misunderstood world of anxiety. We throw around the word anxiety pretty casually, but the reality is that for millions of people it's a daily struggle with real tangible effects. So today, I'm sharing 10 things most people don't realize about anxiety, and some might even surprise you. Let's get started. One of the biggest misconceptions about anxiety is that you can always tell who has it just by looking at them. Someone might seem perfectly calm and collected on the outside, while inside their heart is racing, their thoughts are spiraling, and they're battling a constant storm of what-ifs. They might be cracking jokes, participating in a meeting, or even giving a presentation, all while fighting an internal battle you know nothing about. It's like wearing a mask, and it can be really isolating. We often think of anxiety as a purely mental health issue, but it impacts the body in very real ways. We're talking about physical symptoms like a racing heart that feels like it's going to burst out of your chest, muscle tension so bad you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And let's not forget about the digestive issues, because apparently anxiety loves to hang out in your gut. These physical symptoms can be just as debilitating as the mental ones, and they often feed into each other, creating a vicious cycle. When people think of anxiety, they often picture someone worrying constantly. There are different types of anxiety disorders, each with its own set of symptoms. Social anxiety, for example, can make everyday interactions feel terrifying. Then there's panic disorder, characterized by sudden and intense attacks of fear that can feel like a heart attack. And generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD, which is like a constant hum of worry about everything and nothing at all. Imagine your brain is like a web browser with a million tabs open. Your mind is constantly racing, overthinking every interaction, every decision, every possible outcome. This constant state of hypervigilance, of being on high alert all the time, takes a huge toll on your energy levels. It's like your battery is always draining, even when you're not actively doing anything. So if you know someone with anxiety who seems tired all the time, know that it's not just laziness or a lack of sleep. It's the mental and emotional exhaustion that comes with constantly battling anxious thoughts. We all overthink things sometimes, but for people with anxiety, it's like their brains are stuck on a loop, replaying the same situations, conversations, and perceived mistakes over and over again. Did I say the wrong thing? What if they didn't like me? What if I fail? These are just a few of the questions that might plague someone with anxiety. And it's not just past events that trigger this overthinking spiral. People with anxiety often find themselves worrying about the future, anticipating worst-case scenarios in painstaking detail. Remember that feeling you get when you're trying to fall asleep and your mind won't shut off? For people with anxiety, that's a nightly occurrence. Racing thoughts, worries about the next day, and even physical symptoms like a racing heart or difficulty breathing can make it nearly impossible to fall asleep and stay asleep. This lack of sleep, of course, only makes the anxiety worse, creating a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. Anxiety and sleep disorders often go hand in hand. One of the most frustrating things about anxiety is that it doesn't always make sense, even to the person experiencing it. You might know on a logical level that there's no reason to be anxious about a certain situation, but that doesn't stop your body and mind from reacting as if there's a five-alarm fire. What triggers one person might not faze another, and sometimes even the person with anxiety can't pinpoint exactly what set them off. Everyone copes with stress and anxiety in different ways, but anxiety can lead to coping mechanisms that might seem strange or even off-putting to those who don't experience it. For example, someone with anxiety might fidget constantly, picking at their skin or playing with their hair. Or they might have a safe object, like a specific pen or a small toy, that they carry with them everywhere to help ground them when they're feeling anxious. Here's another misconception about anxiety, that it means you can't be successful or high-achieving. In fact, many people with anxiety are overachievers. They excel in their careers, their studies, and their personal lives. But behind that success is often a hidden struggle with anxiety. It's possible to be both highly accomplished and deeply affected by anxiety. So, what can you do if you know someone with anxiety? The most important thing is to offer empathy and understanding. Avoid dismissive comments like, just relax or it's all in your head. Instead, listen to what they're going through, validate their feelings, and let them know that you're there for them. Your support and understanding can make a world of difference. Anxiety is challenging, but understanding it is the first step to supporting yourself or others. Remember that anxiety is not a sign of weakness, and seeking help is a sign of strength. Which of these points surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, and if you're struggling with anxiety, please reach out to a mental health professional. Thanks for watching.